Well, once again, it's Sunday, and that means MARS Series. The Beardsconsin Pavement Late Model Series tonight from not Milwaukee. We are not at Milwaukee. I promise you that. We're at Langley Speedway, and I have not changed that title card yet, so I will do that. So that everybody can see we are not racing on the Milwaukee Mile. Welcome everybody in. Should be a good one. 16 drivers have checked in, and they are all very, very fast and very good. And all the usual suspects. So for all the Victory Vinnies and the Reed Rundle fans, Peter Brees, Marvin Turnmeyer, Garrett Boyd, Dylan Delaney, Matt Eddy in the house this evening. So there's somebody here for everybody, guys. Be sure you say hi in the chat. I do think we have all the chats working again. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. If you're on Facebook, like, share, follow over the Dirt Racing Network page. YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. Subscribe. We'll know you're there. You'll know we're live every time we go. So, full week of this week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday once again. The Thursday guys, they're not taking very much time off. They're just taking a couple of weeks off. So, that Mighty Midget Series is going to kick back up, I think, around the first week of April. They've got one more show and then a couple of weeks and then right back at it. So, lots of fun watching Adam Vinny right there. Peter Brees is still on track. Everybody else pretty much has taken the cars to the infield, just waiting on the qualifying session. A couple of heats, maybe 3 heats for you tonight. Going to be a fun one. Do not forget tomorrow night, double shows. Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder. The big block modifieds head for Lucas Oil Speedway at 8 Eastern. And then that group will turn around and race out to Lanier Speedway and put the UMP mods down on the dirt there at 9:30 Eastern. Tuesday night Short Track Showdown Series back in action. That is an 8:30 p.m. Eastern start. And then we jump to Thursday. Oh, you know what? That's not true. This week, I think we have, on Thursday night the 13th, or on Wednesday night the 13th, we have a midget show for you too. And we need to make sure that we let our people know that we are good to go for that. I had almost forgotten to slide that into the schedule. Yeah, I had almost forgotten that we had a inquiry to do an every other Wednesday show for you guys for the next couple of months. We'll see what we get for a response there. Either way, we're looking at that on Wednesday, and then Thursday will be the Netcode Brands Mighty Midget Series, their season finale for the 2024 A season. Hello, Tim, best track packer ever. Yeah, you can't say that stuff anymore, buddy. You've been running up at the front, so the track packing days are gone. You just leave that to the true professional track packers, my friend. I will definitely take care of that. Just a couple of minutes left. We will get back to racing action. The qualifying session will begin. We'll watch these guys, many of them as we can. Watching the 7 of Austin Demore right now. It's good to see our man Tim Nichols in the chat this evening. You let me know what that other deal looks like, Tim. I'll get with you during the week. Well, we've been busy, so. We're just waiting for things to wind down in the warm-up session pre-race. Oh, you know, we can take a quick look at the points. I did get that. I did get those a little while ago. Quick look here. We can see that our defending series champion, the 43 car, Reed Rundle, sits atop the points for the series. 253 points, 7 markers back. Andrew Leach in that 98 car. Marvin Turnmeyer is another point behind that in third. Austin Dillon. Yeah, we're watching. Daryl Dillon. I don't know where Daryl Dillon. I don't know whose name that is for real. Oh, Pete Dillon. That's who it is. Pete Dillon. 238. He sits in fourth, and then Austin DeMore, who we are looking at actually, is 237, so a mere 16 points back. Garrett Boyd a little ways behind that. That's in the points. Now, if we go over and we look at the clean driver standings, well, as usual, your clean driver is Garrett Boyd. He leads right now by 6 points over Andrew Leach, Marvin Turnmeyer, and then it's 12 back to DeMore and Brunner. So, all the points sent over pretty much weekly. From the admin. Speaking of an admin and the points leader, the defending champion, and still no free pizza, we got to throw that out there. Let's see if we can do that. You need to get a hold of me early, so we got plenty of time. But it is qualifying time, but right now we're going to start watching drivers rolling out. Our man in the 21 machine, Garrett Boyd, drives our midget car on Thursday nights. The Digital Sim Sports Network Dirt Midget. First lap around for him. We'll see what his time is. He was the first to hit the track. He's got it down, half the car down on the flat, helping it rotate. It might have rotated a little too much right there, but he times in 15:32. We'll see if that holds up. We're watching, and we got Tiny Dancer out here now, too. I see DeMore just a tick off of Boyd. Boyd slows it down 3/100, so same time for him. Let's go check. This is Dean Burnt. Burnt was 7th quick, now 9th quick, and his time did not improve. Marvin Turnmeyer throws a 16 car up to the top of the pylon. Matt Eddy jumps right in behind him, thousandths of a second separating those two at 15:29 and change, and 15:29 and 9 for Eddy. Scott King is out there. Adam Vinny is on track. We'll go watch Adam for a lap or two here. So is Reed Rundle. Rundle just now rolling out, so we're going to watch Adam Vinny, who jumps to second quick on his first lap. Second lap, slowed the car down a little bit. Reed Rundle now up to third on lap number 1. A half a tenth off of the pole sitter, Dylan Delaney. So Delaney went to the top at 15:23. Vinny second. Rundle was third first lap. Rundle moves to second on the second lap. Vinny in third. Turnmeyer, Eddy, and the last car out, the 7 of Pete Dillon. Sitting there third in the points currently. Around at the bottom. Kept it up above the white line. His first lap makes him 11th quick. And he will complete a second lap. Last car to take time, except Jim Butcher. Jim Butcher just logged into the server. I don't think he's going to have time to get hot laps in for qualifying. 15:43 for lap number 2. So the 15:39 will stand. 11th quick, but it's the 60 of Dylan Delaney. Quick qualifier for tonight's event. That'll gain him some points. Reed Rundle, second quick. Adam Vinny, third quick. as we get ready for heat number 1. And we will have 3 heats, just as I suspected. Get down here on the racing service and show you tonight's starting lineup for heat number 1. The 98 of Andrew Leach. Starting on the pole, he'll have the 7 of Austin D'Amore on his outside. Your second row inside, that's going to be the 16 of Marvin Turnmeyer. And he'll have tonight's quick qualifier. To his right in the 60, Dylan Delaney. Third row, Tiny Dancer, the 18 car of Scott King inside. And Dean Burnt in the 17 car on the outside. Only car we're missing right now, I believe, is Marvin Turnmeyer. Let me reload that. That did not shake out like it was supposed to. So we're going to reload our scoring pile. There we go. That looks better. See the folks on YouTube. See the folks on Facebook. I don't see anybody on the Twitch. Somebody over on Twitch, say hey in the chat. Let us know you're there. I don't watch the Twitch feed personally. All right, rolling them off. We'll give them a couple of laps. We'll show them where the start box is the first time around, and then we'll cut them loose for 8 laps. The top couple of drivers at the finish are going to go into tonight's feature redraw. Thank you, Bill. We're going to try. Yeah, you said that last week too, Scotty, and he ended up having a pretty good night. So, all right, next time around out of 4, we're going to get the green flag. That pace car will vanish right around the middle of turn 3. Make a hard left turn, and Andrew Leach. Chance to pick up some points here. We'll see where Rundle is going to start. Hello, Deb. We'll see where Mr. Rundle is going to start when he gets out here, see what he can do for points. But chance for Leach to close things up just a little bit in the heat race here. So pace car out of the way. Green flag in the start zone and early. And we're going to be underway. They'll go side by side through 1 and 2. Turnmeyer used the inside line to get around D'Amore. And now he's in hot pursuit of Andrew Leach. Everybody pretty much trying to use the flat down there to help the car rotate. Turnmeyer gets on it very early. Leach, not so much. Just a touch at the end of the corner. Turnmeyer got the car all the way on the flat, and I think he had to pedal it a little bit. He gave Leach a couple of extra car lengths there. Andrew Leach looks like he knows exactly where he wants to run. He has put that car in the same set of tire tracks 3 consecutive laps, and he's able to hold the lead. Austin D'Amore now going to join the battle at the front. They're broken away from King, Delaney, and Burnt. So Delaney, quick qualifier, mired back here in 5th. In his heat, and a pretty good gap back to Dean Burnt in 6th. We're going back to the front because now Turnmeyer's got the nose alongside. Boy, he didn't have any room on the exit. Leach kept him right down there and made him be honest about it. These two now breaking away as you saw the 7 of D'Amore get a 4-wheel drift going when he got down on the flat spot down there in 3 and 4. Turnmeyer still trying to use the flat. 2 laps to go, heat number 1. Now Turnmeyer goes up top, cuts it down right at the end. That car looked a lot more stable that time to me through turn 2. Now he gets down there, had good bite. He's going to keep it close as we're under the white flag. That time Leach put a little extra 98 machine down on the flat. Oh, and Turnmeyer got tight on the exit. Smacked the wall with the right front. That's going to hand it to Leach for sure. Leach wins heat 1. Turnmeyer 2nd. D'Amore 3rd. Delaney, King, and Burnt in that order. So heat 2 ready to grid out. And this is what it'll look like in that heat race. We're going to put Pete Dillon, the 07 car, on the pole. And on the outside, the 74 machine of Peter Brees. Your second row on the inside, the 88 of Matt Eddy. We'll start there, and he'll have defending series champion, current points leader in the 43, Reed Rundle, to his outside. And your back row, Jeff Werdeman, the 81. And it was scheduled to be Jim Butcher in the 117, but I don't see Butcher out there. So not really sure what happened there. Butcher made it in during qualifying. He should have been able to get out for his heat, but maybe he is just going to start in the feature at the very back. I'm not sure. So they'll show him the start box right there to right there. And first heat, that green came out as soon as the nose of that pole sitter hit that first line. So next time around, we will see where that green flag falls. But these guys will get started back there in that start box. Pace car should duck off right here.
Green, green, green.
Boy, it happened again. That green flag falls right as soon as you hit that line. Pete Dillon, Peter Brees. Brees with a little bit of contact opens the door for Matt Eddy. Now we're side by side for the final spot in the field. Reed Rundle looks like he's got the 43 wound up on the high side. Going to try to clear Werdeman here. Werdeman got a good run off the bottom of 2. Only battle on the track. That time Werdeman kept it a little low. He's going to loop it. Will he get it going again? They're coming out of 4. And caution. And that may keep him on. I'm not sure if that'll keep him on the lead lap or not. I think it freezes the instant. He may stay on the lead lap. I am not sure how that's going to work. We saw it all happening. He got down on the flat and just really spun the car. And if you get too far down there, that's what's going to happen. You got to use it a little bit to help the car turn, but you don't want to put the entire car down on that apron down there. That won't be the first time we see that tonight or the last. So saw a lot of guys get loose and be able to save it in that first heat. But we'll see some more guys loop it from down there before it's over. So right now it's Dillon, Eddy, Brees, Rundle, and Werdeman. And they'll double them back up. Still going to be 5 laps to go. We'll go green out of 4 this next time. Pace car's out of the way. Now the green flag just a little bit later on that restart. And Pete Dillon, I think, timed it about as good as you possibly can. Here comes Peter Brees trying to work the inside on Matt Eddy, and he may have enough position to get around him at the exit of 4 right here. Eddy's going to hang on for the time being. Now Brees clears. Here comes Rundle. Rundle's got a nose to the inside. Peter Brees lost some drive. He clears for the spot. Now Rundle is going to clear as well. So Dillon, Brees, Rundle, Eddy, Werdeman. Your 5 in order. Pete Dillon, he's really having a good race here. Kept the car nice and square and straight. Going to have a battle for second with 2 to go. As Rundle now has moved Brees a little bit up the hill. He goes down on the flat. Car stays underneath him. And Reed Rundle with a good run. Started fourth, looking to finish at least second. He's got one more lap trying to run down Pete Dillon. I don't know if he can get there or not. He closed it up quite a bit right there in 1 and 2. Now loses all that with no exit speed. And Pete Dillon will win Heat 2. Rundle second. Brees, Eddie Wardeman rounding out that field. 2 down and 1 to go. We'll get ready for our third and final heat race. This is how we'll line them up. It's going to be the 64 of Randy Brunner on the pole with the 92 of Josh Westendorf to his outside. Your second row inside, Garrett Boyd in the 21. The 11 of Adam Vinny on his right. And our final starter of the evening, he starts P5, Heat 3, the 33 of Andrew Perry. One more lap around under the pace car's direction. They'll show them the start box right here in turn number 4, right there. Through right there. And the first 2, the original start, it happened as soon as the pole sitter hit that first line in the box. So Brunner has a win in the series. Won the race at Lanier a while back. Been a few weeks ago. So no stranger to being out front, but he's got some very tough competition lined up beside and behind him. So we're going to get ready for the start down here in turn number 4. They have let the pace car get way out in front. He'll be completely gone, and the green flag comes out before we get to the box. They let the pace car get so far out. Brunner in on the bottom. Boyd is going to try to use that bottom to get around Westendorf. Westendorf with a little dip right there in 2. Spot taken away. Put Westendorf back to 3rd. He tucked it right up under the back of the 21 like he was trying to get him loose. Just couldn't do it. Now Adam Perry's gotten to the inside of Adam Vinny. So Vinny started 4th. He'll fall to 5th. So we'll complete lap 2 with Brunner out in front. Boyd with a big run through the center of the corner. The car got really free. Now that car wiggling, moving around as Boyd tried to get back to the throttle. Got the right rear to break a little bit loose. Westendorf still hanging tough in 3rd, but Perry is all over him. We're going to be halfway this time. 4 up, 4 in. Perry all the way down on the flat. Could not get the car to go and take the space underneath the 92. I think he was just trying to wait on it to settle. We'll go to the front here. Car and a half is what it's been the whole time. And these 5 are tucked nose to tail. This is the best heat race so far. Your top 2 are the only 2 that aren't really tight to go. Oh, there we go, Andrew Perry. Lost the nose of the car. It dipped hard to the left right there. Vinny tries to use that in 1 and 2, and he couldn't get around him. So we're going to come around to the white flag, and now Westendorf has made it to the back bumper of the second place car of Garrett Boyd. Getting there is one thing, passing him is another, especially in short track action, but it looks like Randy Brunner will win the final heat race of the evening. Garrett Boyd, Josh Westendorf, 2 and 3, and at the line, Perry holds off Vinny for 4th. Vinny will end up 5th. So, all good. Everything done there. We're going to let a little warm-up action go here. Where'd you send it to, Tim? Okay, hasn't come through yet. I'll check and see as soon as we're done here. Just about 2 minutes, 40 seconds left into the warm-up session. Okay, I'll have to go look when we get all done. Just kind of waiting for the session to wind down. I think they're giving the guys as much time as they can. We've gone from a day type race to a night race, and that changes the track a little bit. So give them a chance to get it all felt out. That was the fastest driver for a little bit. Now that's the fastest guy in the practice session. So we'll see how that pans out for Adam here when we get ready for the race. 40 laps, and it'll go pretty quickly. These guys clipping off about 15-second laps here, so not going to take all that long. There's our buddy Scotty King, the Tiny Dancer. Got the old rookie stripe on it, right across the back. See what the points leader can do this evening here. If he can extend his points leader, if he can keep it from shrinking too much. Well, it's just a few points. Like 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was a 7-point lead. And Leach won his heat. Rundle finished second. That may close things up a little, but it isn't going to be more than a point or two. So I'll go look at the page here when I get done, Tim, but so far I haven't even gotten a notification. So we'll be confirming the Wednesday night midget deal here pretty quick. But I think it is feature time. And we're going to get out here. We're going to take a look at this grid because it is shuffled up a little bit. The 74 of Peter Brees will start on the pole, and he'll have Austin DeMoore on his outside. Then Garrett Boyd and Reed Rundle in row 2, Marvin Turnmeyer and Randy Brunner in row 3, Pete Dillon and Andrew Leach in row 4, Westendorf and Delaney in the 5th row, Eddie and Perry in row 6, King and Werdeman in row 7, Vinny and Burnt in row 8, and scheduled to see Jim Butcher on the back. I don't know if he's going to make it that or not. But I will say this for the Victor Vinny's guys, he's got his work cut out for him. He's got a long way to go. And we may do a little shuffling here. So it looks like Brees is going to, because that front row looks like it's going to move. That'll be interesting with this front row. That will make it very, very interesting on the front row because it's going to be Boyd and Rundle now. You're going to move Turnmeyer and Brunner up. Dillon and Leach into the third row, and that front row of Brees and Demore will drop to row 4. Everybody else will stay the same. But I tell you, the front row now, that may be one of the strongest front rows that we've seen in recent memory in this series here for the Beardsconsin Pavement Late Models, the MARS series. And whoever grabs the lead here on this start very well may be in the driver's seat, literally and figuratively, for all 40 of these laps. 35 laps tonight, I'm sorry, 35. You're used to them doing 40, so. But our green flag coming out. Boy, came out late. Everybody was held up. We got a little traffic jam going down the front stretch. And instantly, Boyd grabs the lead. Turnmeyer, oh, Boyd got free. He had to catch the car. He may be hurt already. Caution. Peter Brees has crashed. That may very well save Garrett Boyd right there, because I'll tell you what, he had a moment right here as Brees come alongside Randy Brunner, and just too wide, way too wide. There was a car there. He had to know there was a car there. Now let's go back to that, and let's go find Garrett Boyd in this, because he comes out. A little bounce there. He got it pretty low, and you can see that car just sliding. He could not put the power down. So we're going to find out where he's going to slate in, because the lap wasn't completed. At the moment of the caution, Turnmeyer was past him. I think Rundle was past him. So we're going to have to look and see. Austin DeMore is going to drop back to the back. I was wondering why the 7 car was jumping all the way to the front. But it looks like we're going to go back to the original lineup. Peter Brees and Jeff Werdeman. Brees coming off pit road. Werdeman's got damage on that left front and the right front. So he got a piece of that incident there. I got something that came through now. I'll go look at it here as soon as we finish, and I'll get a hold of you later.
Back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
All right, we're fixing it back up. We're going to go back. It'll be 1 lap complete. We'll start lap number 2. That lap counter will change. At least I think it'll change. Hopefully they have it on caution laps don't count. That would be unfortunate if the caution laps did count. So we should get a start right here. It looks like the lights are off on our pace car. Boyd and Rundle, Turnmeyer and Leach, DeMore and Dillon again. And restart. Looks like the caution laps are counting. And that is just cause to keep the caution counts down. It looks like Turnmeyer got a good start. He's going to get around the 43 of Rundle. Dillon is going to jump to 4th. Leach back there in 5th. Watching the leader right now, and he has a moment out of 2 once again. He knows the pressure is on. That 16 car was very good in the warm-up, in his heat. Now a little bit of a slide right there. Got the right rear going. You don't want to get the right front and the right rear hot on these cars. Oh! And a big push, a turn, and a pile up. I don't know if Boyd maybe got a little tire spin coming off the corner. Well, it looks like Turnmeyer right through the back end of the 21 car. 21 lucky he didn't get hit by somebody else. Everybody involved in this one. Burnt, Dillon, Turnmeyer, Westendorf, all involved. Turnmeyer's got damage on both the left and right front of that car. Not terrible damage. Left rear is pushed in. You can see both front corners pushed in. Dean Burnt's got damage on the left and right side. So does Pete Dillon. Dillon's is hurt pretty good. His right front is crushed pretty good. Looks like the back of the car is probably okay. So we're going to shuffle some things around, and look who that brings together. And I can tell you that Andrew Leach has damage on the right front. But it puts 1 and 2 in the points together with Rundle and Leach 1-2, Westendorf 3rd, Eddie 4th, DeMoore 5th. Delaney is up to 6. Scott King, old tiny dancer himself, up there in the 7th spot. Adam Vinny's right behind that. Vinny already 7 spots improved from where we started. So the lap counter is adjusted again. We're back down. Werdeman, Brunner, Burnt, Perry, Turnmeyer, Boyd. Dillon still on pit road. And Butcher did not start. So we'll double them up. We'll leave the lights on the pace car for at least one more trip around this place. And we're having a hard time getting any kind of a rhythm going here. Okay. Green flag back in the air. Reed Rundle grabbing the lead. Here's the battle for second. Westendorf and Leach side by side. DeMoore and Eddie now side by side. Scott King going to lose a spot. He gives it up on the outside to Delaney, but then he fights back. This is a battle back here for 6th and 7th. And right now, Scott King holding down the 6th spot. He's got Peter Brees behind him. Westendorf going to go for the lead as Rundle has a moment coming out of 4. Put the 92 out front. Austin DeMoore is going to get in there. Try to use that open door to get around Reed Rundle. Rundle banks it off the fence out of 4 once again. That's going to open the door to let Matt Eddy pull to his inside, and suddenly your points leader in all kinds of trouble as he's going backwards quick. Eddie can't get the job done making the pass on the inside. He'll have to regroup and re-attack. He'll settle into 4th. Leach now making a move to get back around Scott King. King stuck on the high side. He'll lose a spot to Leach. He'll lose a spot to Brees. He cuts back underneath. Moving back to 7th. Randy Brunner to 8th, and they're side by side behind that as here comes the hard charging Garrett Boyd again. I'm sure still just a little fumed. Oh, teammates getting together. I think we might get us a caution. Maybe we might not. Jeff Werdeman Whoops. I was going to leave that on live. I was just going to go get on Werdeman. As Werdeman has already put that car to the infield, he may be done for the evening as he got turned around by the 33 car. Coming out of 4, got a little bump in the back end and lost control of it. Top 3 have broken away. Westendorf, DeMoore, and Rundle, and they are nose to tail. It's a little ways back to Eddie, and he's got company with Leach, Brees, and King right there. And Peter Brees thought about sticking the nose up underneath that 98 machine. Got the good run into 3 and 4, but Leach had the line covered. There you go back here. Vinny and Boyd are going at it inside the top 10 right now. And Adam Vinny's going to pull the spot away, move him to 9th. Boyd's back to 10th. Leach is behind that. Marvin Turnmeyer involved in the incident with Garrett Boyd, and he is kind of stuck back here in the 13th spot, just not able to come forward. Rundle got around DeMoore while we were watching the back. Got DeMoore up the hill, drove it right around him. And now is on the hunt again to try to take the lead back from Josh Westendorf. Westendorf too feisty on the bottom. He's going to be in the crash. Caution. And he just got a little too feisty down there on the bottom with the throttle. Car was still on the flat. He powered it back up. It unweights right there. He tried to put the power to her, and the right rear just wasn't ready for that. He hit the inside wall pretty good. Yeah, it'll mash that whole front end in for him, so. That'll slow things down, but it'll put the 43 back out front. DeMoore second, Eddie third, Leach fourth, Brees fifth, King, Brunner, Vinny, Boyd, and Perry the top 10. Delaney, Burnt, Westendorf, and then you'll have Turnmeyer, Werdeman, Dillon, and I'm not sure if any of those guys are continuing or not. Good look at the front stretch stands full for this evening's event. Creeping the wheel right at halfway, actually. Right on the halfway point. You take a look, 43 car. A couple of scuffs on the right side, the 7. The right front corner's crushed in. Matt Eddy, the left front corner's crushed in on that car. So short track action, and we have some bent sheet metal. Getting down to them. Should get the one to go signal this time by. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. 13 cars still on the track, all on the lead lap. Werdeman, Dillon, and Turnmeyer, the retirees from the race. Butcher never did make the call. Showed up in the server, but did not make it to the racetrack. The lights stay on our pace car. Should go off this time, I guess. I was pretty sure we'd already made enough laps. With lap down cars, I guess we add a lap every time. So pits don't open for lap down cars till the second pace lap. You give them time to get out, get caught up. It adds, instead of 3 laps, you get 4 usually. So plenty of time if you got good tires. If you've heated your tires and sent them through a cycle, 50-50. But we're ready to go green down here at the exit of turn number 4. Rundle going to try to hold him off in the bottom. Matt Eddy's going to try to time it up perfectly with him.
Green, green, green.
Trying to run that 88 machine up into the second position. And he is going to do exactly that. DeMoore smartly lets him go quick. Falls in behind as Peter Brees puts a challenge to Andrew Leach, and he's trying to take the 4th spot away. Here comes Tiny Dancer Scott King, and he's going to make a bid to take another spot from Andrew Leach. 18 into the corner. Randy Brunner's got his nose on the inside, and Leach could go from about 4th on the restart to about 8th, 2 laps into this thing. Brunner hanging tough. Eddie's up to 2nd. We're going back here where all the action is because now Randy Brunner's got around Andrew Leach, and here comes Adam Vinny. And if the door stays open just long enough, I think you'll see the 21 of Garrett Boyd. That'll put Andrew Leach all the way back into about 9th or 10th here. Leach trying to hang tough on the top side, and that top side just is not there. Adam Vinny trying to navigate around Randy Brunner, and Brunner has got the 64 car on lockdown on the bottom. Vinny almost got in the back of him. Leach now has fallen all the way back to 9th as Boyd has gotten around. And Dylan Delaney may try to take the spot away as well. So you get on the outside here, might as well drag an anchor. You are going to the back, and you're going there pretty quickly. As Delaney now has moved Andrew Leach back to 10th. Meanwhile, points leader starting to stretch away from 2nd place. Matt Eddy. So we are down inside 10 to go this time. It is 6/10 of a second at the line, and then it's another 8/10 from Matt Eddy back to Peter Brees, and then DeMoore tucked right up underneath Brees. Laps winding down pretty quickly here. Matt Eddy losing time to the leader, Reed Rundle. Rundle's been the fastest or the 2nd fastest car on the track every lap for the last 5. This time a 10th quicker. This gap's starting to really open up. We're coming around. It's going to be the wave lap next time by. We're 6 to go this time. They are really starting to stretch out. Brunner now has company. Leach has gotten back to the inside on Delaney. Garrett Boyd has slipped back to the 9th spot. Andrew Perry is your 10th place runner. We're going to get back up here. Watch Matt Eddy just losing time. Front and back, it looks like, as Peter Brees is reeling him in as well. Nicking off a little there, a little here. 4 to go. This is all Reed Rundle. Kept it clean pretty much all night long. No issues. No real contact except for the outside wall. He brushed once or twice. And he is out to 1.2 seconds. Brees 3rd. Eddy 2nd. Nobody has got anything for the guy out front. He'll come around. 2 laps to go this time by. Caution, caution, caution. And these two right here. Westendorf and Burnt. And that was about 11th or 12th. Oh, yeah. Drove right up underneath him. There comes Adam Vinny. And then Burnt promptly drives it in, knocks the entire front end off when he found that dirt berm on the inside. So Westendorf will head to pit road. Vinny in 12th. Burnt is 11th. Perry 10th. Boyd 9th. Delaney 8th. Leach 7th. Brunner 6th. King 5th. DeMoore 4th. Brees is 3rd. Eddy 2nd. And Rundle will have a 2-lap shootout when we get back to it. Did not see that caution that late. It was not on the bingo card. A 2-to-go caution here tonight. Still got 13 cars on the lead lap, all of them on the track. Josh Westendorf coming back out late in this one. Build it up, crash it. That's all right, Adam. We'll be back tomorrow night with the Dirt Slingers guys. And he has steadily been improving in those series over there. So be sure you tune in for that. Looking for that one to go signal this time by. Not going to get it. Car's still out of position near the back of the field. So we'll get everybody in their right positions, and we'll probably get the one to go this time. He's about to crack the top 10, guys, so. This place is tough. All right, this time the lights go out. We are going to have one more restart. I know Matt Eddy really wants to get a good start here. Peter Brees now behind the leader on the inside of that second row, and that is a prime position to steal spots from. Tiny dancer right there, and he needs to keep it tucked in if he'd like to get a podium. This is his opportunity, and the green flag back in the air. Good start for Rundle. Brees and Eddy going at it. King and DeMore are going at it down the backstretch. We're going to get the white flag of this time out of turn number 4. Peter Brees going to secure second. Eddy back to third. Looks like King into fourth. But it's a Reed Arundel kind of night, and he is going to win at Langley. Brees second, Eddy third, King fourth, and Leach in the top 5. So a few more points will go the way of the points leader. And he will stretch his lead out. And we'll be talking to all 3 of our drivers at the front. Matt Eddy. We'll wait for him. Fireworks going off outside turn number 3 back there. Just waiting for Mr. Eddy to make his way out of the car so we get a chance to chat with him. Hopefully he'll do that. We'll give him a minute or two here. Won't wait forever. We may go talk to Peter Brees because he's ready for his interview, Mr. DeMille. So let's grab Peter while we wait for Matt. We'll talk to Peter Brees real quick while we wait for our third place driver to show up. Peter Brees, late
Hello
race
there,
cautions helped you out quite a bit tonight, sir.
Yeah, I got real lucky tonight. That's all I can say.
Well, you know, you kept it in contention. If you're not there, you can't do anything about it. But you kept it right there, man. This is a tough little track.
Oh yeah, it was real tough. It was fun. It was kind of racy. It's really one lane, so you got to be able to try to drive way down at the bottom there on the apron is what I was trying to do the most. But you can only do what you can do there.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of guys were struggling with keeping the throttle control on the exits, and you were able to get it pretty good.
Yeah, once you got
especially
down to that
towards the
bottom
end.
a little bit, it wanted to wash up, and I was kind of dragging the brakes on there, so I didn't wash up on anybody, and I caught Andrew Leach a little bit coming into the backstretch one of the times. I didn't try to, and I had to apologize to him for that, but I kind of let up so he could have his spot back after I tapped him.
Yeah, a lot of bumping and grinding when you get to short track racing, man, but an awesome run. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here tonight.
I can't thank Reed enough for the leagues he puts on. We guys have a lot of fun racing. I'm gonna thank the wife for letting me do it every week. You guys for always having the great broadcast. Can't thank you guys enough either, because it's what makes us all look good. Scrub It Up Car Wash and Oil Change. Ryan over at Wabam. Troy and Adam over there at Beardsconsin. And yeah, had a lot of fun. Can't wait for next week.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night over at Dirt Slingers.
Sounds good. Thanks, Roger.
Peter Brace finishing in second this evening. And now we don't have his car, but I'm sure he had to do that so he could come in here. He does finish third tonight, chases the 43 and the 74 at the end. Matt, Eddie, another good run for the 88 machine.
Oh, yeah, it was a pretty good night.
Yeah, it looked like, that outside, you just didn't want to be there. And on that restart at the end, looked like you almost had it timed perfect. And Brees just kind of muscled you out the way.
Yeah, I don't know if he got a little tight there into 3, and he slid up a little, and we got together. I almost had a run on him out of 2. I was worried about getting into his left rear and getting him sideways, so I checked up a little. But it's tough starting on the outside. If you lose one spot, that's pretty good.
All in all, still a good run. You're on the podium, man. Give me some shout-outs and some thank yous before we let you get out of here.
Thanks to Reed and everyone who helps run the series. It's always fun to run these shorter sprint type races. A little different than what I'm used to. So it's a good time. How Racing, where I work, give me money, let me do this. So always a good time.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us, buddy, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Sounds good. Talk to you later. Bye.
Matt Eddy finishing in third. And it doesn't show up there, but we're going to harass him about it. The banner should say winner dash still no pizza. But he's got
winner dash what?
Still no pizza. But he's got all of his sponsors down there, and it's covering up what I put in the ticker. So all good with me. Man, good run. You were kind of up and down there early in this thing, and then late you kind of took control and ran away from everybody.
Yeah, in the heat, Peter just left enough room for us to get up there and get into the invert, which I think was huge, obviously, starting on the front. But sometimes you got to go when you got to go kind of deal. And he left room, and I was able to get under him. And then in the feature, when you saw me drop back, well, that was that admin thing. I had to clear black flags for our full restart, and that kind of jacked me up. So, then it was just trying to be patient. We got under Austin, and Josh just lost it in front of me. I don't believe I ever touched him. I'm going to look at it again, but I believe I stayed off of him. He lost it, and then from there it was just try to keep everything underneath us.
I got 2 words for you. Hot keys. They're brilliant.
Hot and ready.
Hot keys. You need hot keys for the admin stuff.
Oh no, I got hotkeys. It's just a matter of I had to look over, hit it, and then hit the enter, and yeah. So it was a little touchy there for a second or two. So.
Okay, so another little piece of advice at the end of your command: use the $sign, and then you don't have to hit enter. It does it automatically for you.
Yeah, I got that on some of them too, but like I said, I had to reach down and hit the buttons.
Clear all, baby, clear all. Well, another victory for you. It looks like you're going to extend the points lead. And after heat races, I thought with Leach winning his and you finishing second, he might close things down a little. And, you just kind of blew a hole right in all of that theory.
Well, and again, we got lucky with the way the invert played out, and I always will try and win whatever heat feature, whatever, try to get up there. And in the heat, like I said, starting 4th and having the tough competition that we did in that heat race, I just kind of had to take it when I could get it.
Well, still an awesome night, man. Give me the shout-outs, give me the thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate.
Absolutely. Thank you, Roger. First of all, you for always putting on a good show and broadcasting all this. We really appreciate you. Can't thank Beardsconsin Beard Oils enough sponsoring the series. Threw their name on the car, and I don't know, maybe it's given us some good luck this season too. But we got Wabam, Scrub-A-Dub. Little Caesars is still on the car. They're just a little bit in the background right now. Bravo Trailers, 5-Star Bodies, all those guys. Good to have them aboard, and shout out to my old man down in Florida and the wife for letting me have fun with this stuff, and as I always say, so thank you very much.
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win, and I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, buddy.
Thank you.
Reed Rundle picking up the win here, and there he goes for his burnout / victory lap. Take a quick look at tonight's finishing results while we watch and listen. Rundle Breeson, Eddie 1, 2, 3. Scott King, Hart Charger tonight. He goes all the way to 4th. Leach in 5th, DeMoore 6th, Vinny 7th, Perry 8th, Burnt 9th, Westendorf 10th, 11th was Delaney, 12th to Brunner, 13th Boyd, Turnmeyer 14th, Wardeman 15th, Dillon 16th, and Jim Butcher's credited with 17th position. So another fun one from the Mars guys, the Beardsconsin Pavement Late Model Series. They'll be back in the dirt next Sunday night. But we're in the dirt tomorrow night. Double shows. Don't forget to tune in. 8 o'clock Eastern and 9:30 Eastern. Big Block Modifies at Lucas Oil and the UMPs at Lanier. And then Tuesday night, Short Track Showdown Series once again. Wednesday night, we are going to have a new series. That will be a midget series. These guys are racing to qualify for a big finale, and I think this is the 3rd race of that series. And every other Wednesday night from here on out, I think we're covering them. And then Thursday night, as always, the Netcode Brands at Mighty Midgets as they wrap up the 2024 A season and crown a champion. So your whole week of racing are right here on Digital Sim Sports Network and the Dirt Racing Network. Make sure you mark it down, tune in, say hi in the chat every night. Doesn't matter who is in the booth, they can see it. Normally we'll respond. I like to interact with you guys, and I appreciate all of you being here. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to cover all this stuff. Without all the great leagues, there's nothing for us to cover. So, as always, thanks to everybody for their attention. Till we see you guys the next time. Keep the rough side down. Love everyone.